This is a really famous scene. It's Act 5, Scene 2, and it's the scene where Othello is preparing to murder Desdemona, and he comes in holding a candle, and he says, it is the cause, my soul. Let me not name it to you, you chaste stars, it is the cause. So he's saying the cause, the reason why he must murder Desdemona is because of her infidelity, because she's been um, cheating on Othello. And that's his presumption anyway. And he says, Yet I'll not shed her blood, nor scar the whiter skin of hers than snow, and as smooth as monumental alabaster. Alabaster's a stone. So he's saying here, I'll not defile her body. I'll not destroy it. I'll maintain her beauty. He'll not scar the whiter skin of hers than snow. So here he's saying that she has beautiful, pure white skin, and it's as smooth as a beautiful stone. A very shiny stone. So he's using lovely imagery here for such an uneducated man. This is quite poetic. And then he says, Yet she must die, or else she'll betray more men. So there's the justification for him murdering her, because if he doesn't, she'll continue to betray men. Then he uses this metaphor, put out the light and then put out the light. So he's holding a candle. He's saying, I'm going to extinguish the candle and then I'm going to extinguish the light within Desdemona. I'm going to kill her. So we've got a nice little metaphor there. And then he speaks to the candle and he says, If I quench thee, thou flaming minister, I can again thy former light restore, should I repent me. So he says, if I quench thee, if I put out the candle, if I extinguish it, I can, if I choose to, I can restore that light. And I can do that by simply reigniting it. But then he says, But once I put out thy light, so once I murder you, Desdemona, thou cunningness pattern of excelling nature. So he's saying you beautiful image of beauty, but you're cunning. I know not where is that Promethean heat that can thy light relume. So he's saying there, once I extinguish your light, once I kill you, I cannot restore you. And he makes a reference to Prometheus here. Prometheus in mythology stole fire from the gods and gave it to the humans, to mortals. And then he uses another metaphor here. When I have plucked the rose, I cannot give it vital growth again. It must needs wither. I'll smell it on the tree. So here he's saying, that it is necessary for Desdemona to die. It's necessary for the rose to wither. It will not grow again. And then he says, I'll smell it on the tree. So he leans down and he kisses her and he says, Ah, balmy breath that does almost persuade justice to break her sword. So he's saying that she gives the image of such beauty and perfection that it almost convinces me not to do this. But he says that he must because it is about justice, and he's personifying justice there, and saying that it almost allows her to break her sword and not go ahead with the punishment that she deserves in Othello's point of view. One more. So he's saying one more kiss, one more kiss. Be thus then when thou art dead, and I will kill thee and love thee after. And so that's the idea. He's saying, I want to restore your beauty by killing you, and I'll love you eternally. One more, and this the last, so sweet as never so fatal. Saying her kiss is so lovely, but it's deadly. It's deadly to other men and to himself. I must weep, but they are cruel tears. This sorrow's heavenly. It strikes where it doth live. Love, sorry. She wakes. So it's this soliloquy here is really emphasizing Othello's state of mind, and he is really torn because he sees the picture of beauty of Desdemona, and it really pains him, but he knows he must murder her because if he doesn't, she will betray other men, and and it's beyond his uh, comprehension to believe that women could do such things, and that this is the point where Iago's got him to, where he doesn't understand that he's been manipulated, and and this is the real tragedy of the play, isn't it? That Desdemona, the most loyal, honest, and faithful wife, has been painted in such a terrible manner.